Howdy Doody, and good morning, and welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, good morning. I'm Daz, aka Ginger Captures, and we're back in Limestone country. And no, it's not Malham. This is Twisilton Scar. You've probably seen a vlog from me before from here, which I'll link up here now. But the reason I was here is because don't believe the weather apps. It's supposed to be foggy. Yeah, look, low cloud, but clear. You can't even see Morecambe Bay, just over there, just over the horizon there, look. That's how clear it is up here today, but low clouds, so we're going for plan B. We're going for a little mooch over the top. On the way back, we're going to explore these trees again. It's that one there, there's abundance of trees over there. So you just see the tops, that one there especially is an absolute favourite because you can frame Ingleborough with it. So last time I were here, it was last year, I had the Fuji. I've now got the Sony along with the Sigma wide angle, so yeah, you know it'll be on his way back down. But for the time being, let's have a wander up here because there's supposed to be a big erratic. So yeah, let's go see if we can find that. We've got a little bit of a trick point here. You can see that as you're walking up. The path really is clearly defined. So we've got one or two erratics up here. There's one just there, all across the edge. So yeah, we'll have a little wander. A little hare over there as well, look. He's hopping about. One or two sheep around, but I'm the only one round at the minute. But that'll soon change with it being the Yorkshire Dales. It does get a bit busy, especially on Ingleborough there. So yeah, we'll have a wander over and see what we can find with these erratics anyway. All the holes and shapes and textures and all this lot. I mean, look at that there. That'd be nice to get it on Ingleborough, but there's just nothing in the background there. Well, mid-ground, sorry. But yeah, anyway, we're heading over to this erratic. Just being careful when we put us feet. There's some nice flat bits, but also some nice big open areas like this now. So yeah, just be very careful when walking on this. Luckily it is fairly dry today, because this stuff is lethal when it's wet. Yeah, it's the little first one there. There's a couple more over there, look. As you can see, so we'll have a little wander anyway. But yeah, a nice little one to start with. Yeah, can actually make for quite a nice image this, with these grasses blowing this way, separate them two, with Ingleborough in the background. So might even get the camera out for the first shot of the day. Probably will be a black and white, but it'll be slided to decontrast it all anyway. So yeah, with this sky and that, there's just nothing there at all. So yeah, I'll take a shot anyway while I'm here. I'll bob it on now for you. Oh yeah, let's come up to another one now. Here we go. Another one split there. Might even get the camera back out here. Got one there, Ingleborough in the background. The one we're after is over on the Limestone over there. But there's a couple of cairns, or might be all sighting things for the viaduct, because we are right in between Ingleborough and Whernside here. So yeah, just this vast open land here. But yeah, just nothingness. Yeah, nothingness apart from limestone and erratics. So yeah, I'll take this shot here and then we'll get over there to where the main one is. As you can see, we are getting to a patch of limestone now. The erratic is just over there. I've got you on my shoulder strap. So yeah, just let me know what this is like. So yeah, something a bit different. So yeah, I have come a bit cross country over there. As you can see, the little cairn. So I've followed a few 1 or 2 sheep tracks. So I'll probably go back that way and down the wall side onto the path. So if you do come here, you can come up the wall side and cut across. I just wanted to see what all this were like over here. Like I say, just making the most of the situation today, because obviously the fog didn't appear. So I thought we'd have a little wander. So yeah, but look at all this limestone here. Look at all this. Zigzagging you down and all the way in. But yeah, let's go have a look at that erratic anyway. Some of these are quite deep, are these. So just being careful where I put my feet. Hence have you got you on my shoulder now. So I've got 2 hands free. So yeah, getting ever closer now. But some of these, they're fantastic. I mean, look at this down here. All on here. Look at the layers. The layers on that one. That's a beauty, is that? So yeah, we'll have a look over there anyway when we get there. Right, here we go, peeps. Right, here we go, peeps. This is the big one. Come to this side, then Ingleborough appears around the back of it. So yeah, quite a bit of limestone as well around here. So I'll try and get sorted out with a bit of a foreground. Probably will get the tripod out for this one, but just show you the size of it. Here we go, look. It does look a little bit like a face as well at this side, like a bit of a nose sticking out there. So yeah, anyway, we'll have a mess around here and see what we can do around here, because this thing is a beauty. But yeah, even this side, it just goes into nothing, absolutely nothing, and all the limestone leads that way as well from this side. Just leads you on into nothingness. But I think for the time being, I'll try and get sorted out with the composition around that side, looking towards Ingleborough anyway. The sky is just, well, bleh. So it will look like a bit of a long exposure shot, even though it probably won't be. So it probably will be black and white, because there's just no light whatsoever. Like I said earlier, it did forecast fog, hence going up here for the trees. But plan B, make the most of your situation. So yeah, I'll try and get sorted out with the composition around here anyway, because I think there's a bit of limestone here that just likes to lead you onto it. Can I separate it with? I think this might actually work. Something like here, getting this bit in on here. I'll do a portrait version, and while I'm here I might do a landscape version as well. So yeah, I'll get set up and I'll come back to you. Right, that is roughly the composition there. And now I've got it. I've got this bit of limestone just here, just with this big hole here, and all these yellowy grasses just leads you on onto the rock there, the erratic, and then Ingleborough, the right hand side. I've got it in portrait. I will probably try and do it in landscape, but I'm going to have to come around here a bit, just try and get a bit more of all this limestone in here. But for the time being, I think this one works quite well. I will desaturate a bit. I might even leave a bit of colour in, just because of the yellow in these grasses. So yeah, I'll bob this one up for you anyway, and I'll get us up with a landscape version, probably over here somewhere, looking down this side, obviously with Ingleborough in. I might even try a pano and get Ingleborough, the erratic in the middle, and then Whernside in. But yeah, that might be a bit tricky. But we'll give it a go anyway. But for the time being, I'll bob this one up. I'll try and get us up with a landscape shot. Right, that's the next composition there. On landscape, just taking this whole thing, with it being a wide angle lens as well, it's bringing all this in. Obviously a nice dark void there, takes you straight in. I've got Ingleborough on the right hand side, I've got the erratic on the left hand side. I've got the camera slightly pointed down as well, just to emphasise all this lot. So yeah, I'm quite a way back from the erratic as well. I will try and get a bit closer to it to make it stand out as such. I'll try and shoot it from the other side as well. But for the time being, this works quite well. I think we'll try and do a portrait version of this as well. But look at all these around here. Look at all the lines and textures and everything. I will, if I'm going to do a pano, I think I might try and do it here, just to get them both in. But yeah, it's just a matter of looking for lines and textures now in all this limestone. So yeah, I'll bob these on for you anyway. I'll try and get sorted out with another one for you. I'm just trying to make use of Ingleborough and this erratic. I want something else as a focal point as well. So yeah, with the limestone leading you in, I think that's just adding to it. So yeah, I'll bob this one for you anyway, while I try and work this scene a little bit more. That's the next one now. Just making use of this little star shape as such in the limestone. There's a line that leads all the way up to the erratic, and then Whernside in the background this time. I saw them go round the other side. So yeah, I'll bob this one for you. I've been messing around with one or two others, so I'll try and get all this limestone to work, but I'm just being very careful where I put everything at the minute. Because last thing you want is your phone or something to go down one of these cracks and not get it back. So yeah, I'm going to go around the other side now and see if I can work the other side with Ingleborough. But for the time being, I'll bob this shot on now. And if the pano's worked, I'll put the pano on. I don't know whether it will or not, but I'll bob it on anyway. You can see how it worked or didn't work. You'll know before me because you'll see it next. So yeah, I'll come back to you when I get around to that other side. What I have done now, I've noticed on this Sigma zoom, I've been shooting roughly around about 20mm. So anyway, I put the 20mm prime on, the Sigma 20mm prime. So just because of the sharpness of it, that's the portrait version now of what I'm shooting. Just this long foot going straight out, all these yellowy green grasses as well, straight onto the erratic and Whernside. I have done a landscape shot as well with it. So I'll put these both on for you. I might even come round a little bit further and just try and shoot somewhere around here, because you've got this one as well, just leading you straight down. So yeah, bit of playtime on the limestone. So yeah, I'll bob these two on for you anyway, and then we'll try and get around that other side. I don't keep saying it, but just working and working a scene. Yeah, that's all it's about. Just one thing with the limestone at this side, it just does seem to lose a bit of texture compared to that side. That side, you've got all the leading lines up to it. This side, it seems to be worn away a bit. But the composition for this one, I've got this hole, this grassy hole here. These bits and bats of limestone, with it being the 20mm as well, it is taking into account this edge. So it's like a starting point, hole, then limestone, leads onto the erratic, and then Ingleborough. I've done a vertical and horizontal. The horizontal will be probably cropped to a square or an 8x10, something like that. But again, just being careful where to put myself. Still got the Sigma 20mm on. So yeah, it's a great lens is this. I must admit, sharp as oats. So yeah, it's working a treat with these. Like I said before, we're shooting everything round about 18, 20 mils, so thought I'd give the prime a go. So yeah, I bob these on and just let me know what you think. Right, well, I have been messing around looking for lines and textures and stuff. I've just found that composition there. Basically, this little rock inside that circle. So obviously it has been swished and swished around when this all was underwater millions and millions of years ago. So yeah, I thought that'd be something a bit different for the foreground. Obviously this other little jagged piece leads you straight on to the erratic there and then to Whernside. There's nothing in the sky at all. The temperature has dropped because my hands are getting cold now. But what I'll do, I'll bob these on for you now. I will probably get the drone up, just fly it over around this erratic so you can have a good nosy round here. So I'll put that drone footage on and then we'll make his way back down. We'll shoot with them 2 of them trees while we're here. Might as well make the most of it, haven't we? So yeah, that's the plan for today. There we go, peeps. If that isn't the Yorkshire Dales, then what is? Ingleborough with little sheep just there. It's a horned ram as well, sheep. So, emblem of the Yorkshire Dales. It's bloody fantastic, isn't it? And they're all around, look. We are making his way back now. It is a well-defined path, is this. So yeah, I'll catch up to you when I get over the wall to where the trees are. And we'll have a few little lone trees and limestone before we end it today. So while we're here, might as well make the most of it. My little legs are only just wide enough to get over that wall. So yeah, here we go. Got some nice great trees here, but first of all, going over there to shoot that one. So yeah, when I get over there, I'll bob you back on. So I've still got you on my shoulder at the minute. But yeah, a few little sheepies around here. It's a welcoming committee as well. But yeah, when we get over there, I'll come back to you. It's nearly got to the tree now. Just thought I'd show you these. Look at this for limestone. It's quite deep as well, it goes into this side. But here we go, this is the tree. I'm going to try and shoot it again. Remember rightly, it was somewhere around here. I did it with the Fuji. Got somewhere quite low to get this big hole here, and it creeps round and then onto Ingleborough at that side. So yeah, I'll get some of the shot. This one might be handheld, depending how low I need to go. But yeah, I'll see what's what anyway. And when I get set up, I'll come back to you and I'm going to sort this one out. Because there's no leaves on it yet, which, yeah, I think is ideal at the moment. I will be back later in the year to shoot it with leaves, but I wanted fog this morning just to isolate this totally. That was my idea, but yeah, change of plan. Went up to see the erratics anyway instead. So, but yeah, I'll get us up with this and I'll come back to you. Right, peeps, that's the next composition. I've got down low. I want to try and separate as much of this tree as possible, but I also like this big hole here. I still got the 20mm Sigma on. As you can see, I'm quite low. I will crop this probably to a 16:9. So in order to get low, keep it as it is, the horizon is right in the middle. So I'm going to cut some of that sky down. It does look to be breaking up a little bit, but it is just haze and everything at the moment. Haze and low cloud, so I'll see if I can darken that down a bit anyway in post. But yeah, for the time being, I'll bob this one on, but I do like this hole here and the yellow grasses. So yeah, I'll bob this one on for you. I'll try and get onto the other side then for a couple more lone trees and limestone. Moved around a little bit further now. I want to try and get this tree on its own. I know I keep mentioning fog, well that's why I came here anyway, but that didn't happen, did it? So anyway, composition wise, let me see if I can put you in the viewfinder. There you go, that's the composition. Still got the 20mm on, so I'm going to play with this 20mm lens, but taking into account this puddle and all this limestone coming round and the yellow grass there, so I have got quite low, just so the branches do break the horizon as such. These distant, well, break the limestone, the distant horizon, one or two do crop into it. But yeah, I think in the right conditions, this could be a nice one, this. So, another image bookmarked for later on. I'll bob it up for you anyway, just let me know what you think. But yeah, we'll try and get to the other side. I'm going to mess around with this tree for one more image round here, and then we'll drop onto the next shelf down. place in the Yorkshire Dales. We've done a big hike. You come across an ice cream van. See you on the next one.